My name is Chloe Cole, and I am a detransitioner and former transgender kid, and I'm here today to talk about my experience of having transitioned as a minor, starting at 12 with social transition and puberty blockers and testosterone at 13. I underwent a double mastectomy at 15, and I finally stopped transitioning at 16 once I realized that I wanted to have children of my own one day and that I wanted to embrace my identity as a woman. I speak to warn people of the dangers of transitioning children and why this is never appropriate for anybody under the age of 18. So gender dysphoria is entirely a psychological issue. There is no physiological basis for it, but the distress that it causes is very real, and it needs to be handled with compassion. Compassion, however, does not mean immediately affirming a person's perceived identity. These children and adults with gender dysphoria need psychological help, not interventions that mutilate and sterilize them. I think one of the biggest myths that is perpetuated around childhood transition is that any of these treatments, from blockers to hormones, are reversible at all, because they're not. It's been about 2 years since I've taken my last testosterone shot, and I'm only 18 years old now, but I'm experiencing symptoms of menopause. I'm experiencing joint pains, and I get shooting pains out my back. From the surgery, I have open wounds on my chest that have failed to heal, and I have to wear bandages over my chest every day. It's a lot to expect of a child to consent to any of this, especially when they're not being given appropriate information needed to make a decision around this by doctors, and really, no child can make such a decision as this. Even social transition is not benign. I've lost years of social development just to identifying as a boy, and it is not the right of a school or any adults to get between a child and their parents or family. It's perverted to keep secrets away from a child's mother and father. You might hear from counselors and doctors that there's only two choices, either being that you don't affirm your child in their identity and they commit suicide, or that you allow them to make adult decisions at their age and they live as a happy transgender child. But this is not true at all. After having stopped my transition, just living with the body that I have and learning to accept it has helped me with my dysphoria more than anything. And most children tend to naturally grow out of their gender dysphoria. I know there's a lot of pressure from activists and even from some parents and school board members to keep doing so, but please stop encouraging children to go down this path. Thank you.